All right, guys, so we got up early. We left early, heading to the turn down for what show. And I literally stopped, filled Jangalang up with gas. And here is what it's doing. I'm stuck at the gas station. All right, listen, guys, listen real close. That's all it does. It like tries to start and then it quits. If I turn the key off and on, which would prime the fuel pump, yeah, it doesn't do shit. So I'm stuck. First time ever Jangalang's left me walking. Can't get right still good. But I think the fuel pump just finally died on there. So we're probably not gonna make the show today. I keep hoping that this is gonna miraculously start up and it's not gonna do it. I don't even know how to get it home at this point. Yeah, I have no clue. None. Yeah, I need AAA, like bad. Oh shit. Well, it's one of them things, ain't it? Like, I am stranded as shit. But I'll figure it out. I'll be back. Well, Jangalang is home. It took a while. And here is where we're at. I don't have AAA. I couldn't afford a high dollar tow bill. So the Blazer, the Blazer pulled me home. Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all, thank God that I was close to home, for real. I was probably only like 15 miles away. We left here and stopped at a gas station to fill up. I pulled up to the pump, shut Jangalang off, filled it up, laid the pump nozzle down, and I was gonna pull Jangalang up and pull the Blazer up, use same pump to fill it, and no, it wouldn't start. So we pushed it to where it was at, filled the Blazer up, and it won't do nothing. It's dead. You know, it like hits and starts for a minute, runs like shit, and immediately dies, so I'm pretty sure it's the fuel pump. But it's raining. I'm gonna unhook this shit, and I'll be back. So I got my gauge hooked up to my illustrator valve there. IDEP, turn the key on. You can hear buzz, nothing. Like there is nothing. Like zero pressure. How the hell am I getting zero pressure? Like off, on? Off. On? Oh, it's on, nothing. I don't even hear the buzzing no more in there. But if you come over here, all right, make sure you're off, Deb. Like if you listen close to this relay here, which it says right there, fuel pump. Like I can feel it. Turn it on. I can hear it. You can hear it click. So we know the fuel pump's working. Now, engine center fuse block. Hazard lamp, headlamp, ignition, heater, ABS pump. I don't have that shit. Ignition. So I don't even have a fuel pump fuse in here. Or not that it's showing me. Yeah, it ain't showing me a fuel pump fuse. So the relay is clicking fine. Oh shit. Come on, get back in there. There we go. Nope. Come on. There we go. It's all muddy. But guys, this is puzzling. I mean, the fuel pump just like died. You got the key on or off? All right, turn it back on. You can hear stuff under the hood buzzing, but we got no fuel pressure, guys. Like zero. And you know, thank God this thing. I saw a little bit, just a little bit of pressure when I unhooked my hose here. It sprayed a wee bit, but ain't even enough pressure to register on the freaking gauge. Oh, I got gas in my hand. I got to touch my phone. So, I'm right. It is the fuel pump. Luckily on this Jeep, and I don't know why, like, that Jeep there, it don't have this feature. Up into 96, the fuel pump is at the top of the tank facing the rear diff. Or in my case, the floorboard. So I don't got to drop the tank. I just got to lay out here, and you can tell it's still raining. I got to lay out here in the rain and put a fuel pump in here. And what really, really sucks is I just looked at all 3 parts stores. Advanced, O'Reilly's, AutoZone. Yeah, you can just lower it down. Don't actually shut it all the way. I lost my Schrader valve cover. But I checked all 3 parts stores, and not a damn one of them have a whole fuel pump assembly. All I can get is literally the friggin' pump. And I would much rather put in pump, sending unit, and everything, but I can't get it. So I knew this day was going to come eventually, and I'm glad it came before I got too far out of town. I'm thankful for that, because, you know, I couldn't afford AAA or a tow home. But Can't Get Right did the job. I just pulled my winch cable out and rode with it like that. Soft shackle. But luckily it was only like 15 miles, and we only did like 30 mile an hour. So we got home pretty quick. Yeah, I don't know what the hell to say at this point. Like I said, I am grateful that it went out closer to home. I'll be honest with y'all, like, there's some shit, because I knew it was going to happen eventually. And the reason I knew this is because I got that Jeep like in 2016, 2017. It had been sitting for years when I got it. Like, the guy I got it from had it 2 years, and the guy he bought it from, it had been sitting a year. They thought the motor was bad in it. Long story short, I get it home, which I had trailered home, but I get it home, I roll the motor over by hand with a ratchet on the crank, blah, blah, blah. It was smooth. I pulled the plugs out, did it again, it was still smooth. And I'm like, I don't think the motor's bad. I pulled the head off, and it had a blown head gasket. So I put a head gasket on it. Somebody had been stealing parts. It needed a starter, crank position sensor, but when I put them parts on and actually like cranked it over, it fired up and idled on that old gas. Like, I didn't even put gas in it. So I've never put a fuel pump in that thing. And like I said, I got it in like 2017. So yeah, it's been to a lot of shows. I daily drove forever. The fuel pump was bound to go out eventually, you know. So am I shocked it went out? No, I've been kind of expecting it. You know, I've actually talked about it to my buddy Billy for me. I probably need to put a fuel pump in that bitch before I go on any long away road trips. And now I got to put a fuel pump in it. It does suck that I can't get the whole assembly, because I'd much rather have the whole assembly. Nobody has it. So I guess I'm going to battle this rain. Shit. You know, I got 2 options at this point. I can go try to get a fuel pump. I can crawl under there in the rain and try to put the fuel pump in today and head back to the show tomorrow. Man. This is decisions, because it's literally raining, and I don't really want to lay in the rain and do it. You know, I'm on one hand, I don't have to drop the tank. That's good. The bad thing is it's full of fuel. Like, it's full. So I know when I pull that pump assembly out, it's just going to pour fuel out. I know it's going to, because it's full. And the way that damn sending unit comes in, like, okay, so let's say here, the tank actually sits like this. With the tip of my fingers would be the front of the tank. The tank kind of sits like that in there. And say right here, my big finger, that's where the pump is, at the top of the tank on the flat side. So I know I filled it up. And I mean, when the pump clicked off, I actually like put another $3 in it, you know. It clicked off and I just backed it out a little bit and kept filling. So like it's full. So I know gas is gonna go everywhere, guys. I know it. Yeah. I'm gonna get back to y'all after I figure this shit out. Like, I don't know. Part of me wants to put the pump in it. Part of me don't want to right today. Like, do I want to put the pump in it and just risk going right back to the show? Like, these are decisions I have to make. Like, I don't know. We're getting a Delphi. Date, I'm back home. It's raining worse now than it has been. So I'm waiting on it to slack a little bit because the wind is blowing now. And I know I'm going to be laying on the wet ground. I know this. But the wind's I'm waiting on the wind to kind of settle down, and it's supposed to slack off in an hour or so. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on. And then I got a pump, and I got the pump filter sock thing that goes on the bottom of it. I got a new one of those. They did not have the whole assembly. I always prefer Delphi pumps, because that's like the best you're going to get at a local parts store. And I always prefer to buy the whole assembly with the pump and everything. They did not have that. None of the parts stores in my area had it. I called all of them. Well, I looked online at all of them, and nobody had the whole assembly. So, got the pump, got the filter. I'm just waiting to put the shit on. So, I'll get back with y'all at that point. And I'm hoping this fixes it. You know, I've realized in my line of luck, things aren't always what they seem. You know, even though I went out there with the fuel pressure tester and it's at 0, the relay's clicking, but what if the wires at my pump are dead? Like, just what if? You know, that shit I got to check with a multimeter, but at this point, that fuel pump's been there so long, I think the pump has just left the chat. But, you know, this is my luck. That's what I'm talking about here. My luck, who knows? So, me and Deb are talking about hitting the show tomorrow. Which it'll be after showtime by the time you see this video anyway. But still, that's where we're at. We're talking about it. So, anyway, it's nasty. It's raining. The wind's blowing. It's supposed to slack off around 1 or 2. It's still early as shit, guys. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. But, yeah, we'll be back. All right, guys. So, there it is. You can kind of see. Here's my rear diff. That's it. And if you don't believe me, I'm laying on this wet-ass fucking ground. But it's so dirty under here. First and foremost, I gotta figure out what's wired where, you know. Like, this is my plug off. I gotta take these 2 hoses off. So I just wanted to give y'all a kind of a view of where the pump's at and why I love this Jeep. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get this shit out real quick and get the new pump on this hanger and get it back together and see if it starts. So I'm out here laying in the grass, wet. I'll be back. So it's been gushing gas for a few minutes. Like, you see gas running everywhere. I bet we're down to about a half a tank. Like, I guarantee it. But that's where the pump goes in. And this was kind of a bitch to get out, guys. There's not a lot of room up there above that rear axle to be beaten on that ring that holds it. But I got it out. It's still dripping gas. Yeah. I got the old girl out. Now I'm gonna go put this new pump and shit in here. I'll be back. Old pump and shock taken off. Everything new, put back together, plugged in, good to go. And it's cool, that don't unhook. It's got the wiring harness, which I couldn't figure out how to get that plug off of there, and I started looking on my shit, it unplugs up here. So now to get this back in, and like I said, guys, the little ring and O-ring, like all that assembly, It's a mother to get to because you got to like put a screwdriver on it and smack it with a hammer to like do all that shit. And there's no room. Like literally none. But anyway, I mean, you can hear a little bit of rain, but it's not terrible. So I'm taking a quick break after I got all that together. I'm gonna go put this shit back in. But I will say that assembly there, way easier than like that blazer, because you ain't got to drop the tank. It's pretty simple. But yeah, it's raining good. Look at my little zero turn mower out there, all grown up around it. Yeah, fuck that mower. So we're in. We're all hooked up, guys. I got everything back together. I lost quite a bit of gas. I knew it was gonna happen. Thank God for this little Jeeper Creeper. This thing comes in handy. I mean, I'm wet, but I'd be a whole lot wetter if it wasn't for the Jeeper Creeper. There's gas everywhere under there, but oh shit, no keys. No keys. I'll be back when I find keys. I got keys. So before y'all seen what she did, let's see if she'll fire up. First thing I want to do, well, I did lose some gas because that bitch was over full. We had 15.6, but I had the key on while Deb was literally pulling me home. So let's see. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, she good as new. There's gas everywhere back there. And I know it ran down the exhaust, so yeah, it ran down my exhaust. I saw it. And there's gas everywhere. I need to let it evaporate a little bit before I run her too much. So I'm gonna say the old girl is fixed. And that wasn't a bad job at all, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking for my damn cap for my shredder valve. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah. I know I lost it though. Oh, come on, GB. It fell down. Oh shit, somewhere down there. It's probably laying in the header. Yeah, to hell with that damn cap. Oh, we'll get one at Pick and Pull. Okay, she bare. Anyway, hold on, guys. Look who's this fucking hood. All right, everything's clear. Well, hood is shut. So, God, I ain't gonna lie. It is a pain under there to get to that fuel pump, and like the only part's a bitch to get to. You gotta use a really short screwdriver on the hoses. Ignore my hair. I've been laying underneath that thing. And it's kind of a bitch to get in there and hammer to move that ring to get the pump out. And there's a bitch to get it back in. It fought me a little bit seating. And what that means seating is the pump didn't want to snap in place. Like that thing literally kind of comes in and down to the bottom of the tank. And I mean, I had to fight with it for about 10 minutes to get it where it just like snapped in place and I could put the ring in. Other than that, it wasn't bad. Like, I would much rather do that than this or one of those. So, yeah, I'm not complaining. You know, it's tight areas to get into, even as high as my Jeep sits. I thought with my Jeep sitting way up there like that, I'm like, this bitch just gonna go in and easy. No. But, hey, I can't complain because I didn't drop tank. And I lost 1/8 of a tank of gas. Now, in retrospect, I'd have lost 1/8 tank of gas or more if I'd had dropped tanks. So, it is what it is, guys. I'm not complaining. At this point, we are planning on going to the show tomorrow. At this point, things could change. You know, I probably need to drive jangling around the block at least. But other than that, I mean, the job's done. So, and I did it on the wet ass grass. But Deb was right earlier. She told me like in an hour or two we're gonna have a window where they're calling for the rain to stop for a little bit. And by craggy, it did. I didn't even have to get a canopy or nothing out. And this, for the most part, kept me dry. So I can't complain there. anyway, guys, I'll be back later. I mean, I might be back tomorrow. Who knows? Either way, whatever happens, I'm going to do more on this video before I close it out. So, peace. So now that I got the fuel pump fixed, I'm going to show you all the new door speakers I got and try to test fit one. DS18 carbon fiber, shallow, ferrite, got a big booty on it. And I bought this speaker for a few different reasons. One, I need a shallow. It fits that bill. Number two, it's carbon fiber. These are a really hard cone. If they're not regular old paper, this thing would probably shed a regular mid from the low pressure in here, from the lows. These, god dang, these are like 120 hertz for the lowest. They're a regular old mid range. This is a mid bass that plays down to 60. So, and it looks good. And I've learned what these bullets are for, and I want to get away from the bullets. But anyway, I'll explain that later. I'm going to try to pull one of these and just see if that will fit, or if I got to cut this back piece of wood out for the motor to go in. But hold on, I'll be back. Big difference in booty size, that's for sure. Depth wise, I mean, you know, they're about equal on depth, but I don't know, it looks almost like the same basket and more motor here than there. But I had to cut that for the motor to fit into on the McLaren. But keep in mind, it don't go back and touch this. It only goes about to where the tip of my fingernail is on that. All right, I'm gonna try this. Okay, just as I suspected, I'm gonna have to cut that hole out bigger for the motor to go in. But anyway, guys, look.
That's a sexy speaker.
It looks so pretty. And like I said, it is a mid bass, which is definitely what I wanted. I wanted the carbon fiber cone, just because the carbon fiber is gonna look good with that blue. But let me explain to y'all why I said I wanted to get rid of this, the bullet. What I've actually learned working at DS18 from someone who designs a lot of our stuff, these bullets in the center, they pinpoint the frequency out like this. It comes out pretty much straight, and that's what the bullet does. It helps direct it. So bullet speakers are kind of terrible for a door situation. When you have the rounded dust cap, it kind of spreads the frequency out like my hands do. It spreads it out rather than pinpointing it. So believe it or not, that bullet actually does aim the sound waves. Keeps them tight. So like here, it's just kind of going into my console area. Here, it's going into here. Here, it's going in the seat. Up here, it's, you know. I mean, yeah, you'll hear them, but with a dust cap, it'll spread it out more. Help lift it. So I definitely, that's what I want. It's just, God, I don't feel like, I'm gonna have to probably pull the door panels to cut this shit. So I'm gonna stick my McLaren back in there for now. But now y'all know what speakers I got. And that's a good looking speaker.
Can't wait for the upgrade.
Yeah, I can't wait to get them in there. I'm gonna have to redo my wiring because my old speakers take that. This has the push terminals, and somewhere in here, I have wiring that went to these two tweeters. So I want to get in that wiring and basically wire the front two to that tweeter wiring that's in the door. This to here, because right now they're all four daisy chained together. And they go to this amp here, which I have bridged into 2-channel. Now, the reason I want to do this, and that other wiring's going to one of these amps. It would go to this one here somewhere, which I gotta, you know, find it, because one of these went to tweeters, one went to A-pillars. So now the wires ain't being used. I just taped them up and laid them in there. And these speakers here are 8-ohm, which is why I kind of had the amp bridged into 2-channel, because like 8 and 8's 4, 4 and 4, 2. I'm running that bitch at 2-ohm bridged. Now, having the dual 2s, I have like, or dual 4, I'll have 2-ohm and 2-ohm. So I'll be 2-ohm per channel on the amp. until I can get a different amp. But either way, it's gonna work out fine. Or I could just leave it how it is. Yeah, 4, 2. No, that would be 1 ohm. Like 1 ohm. Yeah. If I had 4 and 4, that'd be 2 and 2, 1 ohm. Yeah. Now I can't do that. So actually, the amp works better bridged at 2 ohm, because it's 1 ohm stable per channel and 2 ohm bridge. So supposedly I'm getting 1,000 watts per door on the 8s. How I got it. Yeah, I ain't buying that bullshit either, guys. So we'll run it 2 ohm per channel. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see how it does. But yeah, I got to put this mid back in here. And it still smells like gas over here really bad. I'll be back. All back together. It sure does suck that that wouldn't go in. But now I know once I cut that back out, because it was actually hitting that. When I cut the back out, the speaker should fit fine. But I got to do it on 8 holes. Yeah, so it'll definitely be easier to take the door panel off and do it than try to fit a tool in there and cut through that wood, because jigsaw just make child's play of it. So I'm getting high on gas fumes. I did take a shower after I got the fuel pump fixed in here, so I'm good on that. But man, I was hoping that speaker would fit. Because if it would have fit in there, I would have ran with them today. I would have just said, to hell with it. I'd have put all 8 of them in, because it's simple as just swapping them out. But now I can't do that. I still haven't taken this thing for a drive, because after I cut the last video piece off, I went in the house, took a shower. Now let's just see here. Gas gauge is working. Yeah, we did lose some gas. And old girl's firing up. I'll check my voltage over there. But that is good. All right, take my ass in the house, figure out what to do with the rest of the day. What up, everybody? So it's Sunday morning, and we are headed to the show. We're about hour and a half into our trip. Jangling seems to be doing good on fuel. Yeah, I know the fuel pressure, everything is running great, but it's using less fuel than I thought. So maybe the gas gauge is messed up. I don't think so, because it's been dropping from driving. But it is all highway, so it always does a lot better on fuel on the highway. But yeah, so far it's been a decent trip. Deb's behind me and can't get right, so I just figured I'd throw an update out there saying what the hell I'm doing. I don't know. But yeah, we headed to the show, so hopefully I'll have some demo footage for you guys. It's going down, guys. I'll take a picture or two of that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what this thing's gonna do. But we're here with Melissa Hall.
Hi.
So, yeah, we're gonna do an 18-19 hertz music run for hurricane class and bass scores. I would say wish me luck, but by the time you see this fucking video on YouTube, it'll be like a day or two afterward. All right, guys, we did it. We in second place in the top 10 of North America for 2024 in the hurricane wall class. So we got a little stank going on in here, but not much. It's cleared out already. So y'all hit Bass Wars up when you go to these shows. That's John Ray McDonald.
What's up, guys?
The man with old silver. Everybody know Melissa Hall. And I don't even know this new guy's name.
Jeffrey Roddy. I'm over there with Pure Harmony.
Yeah, he got this right here, this Cherokee, Grand Cherokee.
5 hertz.
Yeah, he be playing down to 5 hertz
Yes, sir.
with a fucking 4th order. So that's something right there.
Oh yes.
So now it's time to give. We're going to get some demos. Got Loud Grandpa up here running the lanes and shit at Base Wars. We got everybody out today. Like, just people everywhere. Turning out to be a good show for the second annual. Grandpa gonna run me over. Look at that shit. Thought we were friends. He's gonna try to run me over. But look, you got a 4-wheel drive.
No, I don't.
You got all train tires on that thing. It'd be good.
2-wheel drive.
My Jeep pull you out. I bet them guys are on Team Flex City. Dylan found some tacos. Infinite baffle. $14.15s. So we headed home. It's like 5:40 in the evening. We literally just left there. Had a long, full day of demos. Got my second place on the top 10 list for Hurricane. So everything's good. The Jeep did good. Broke this door. Like, none of the stuff that me and Dustin did to it broke. There's just a bunch of shit broke in it. So I'm gonna have to inspect that. It ripped the rivet nuts out that hold the door panel on. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do there. Like, it's just so violent on this side demoing that I'm at a loss on what to do. The Blazer did great. Like, the Blazer impressed everybody that got a demo, because they're just like, damn, that's only 415s. DS18 impressed everybody because a complete DS18 system, you know. So we did awesome. We had an awesome day. What sucks though is it's Sunday and we're driving that long ass drive back home. So it was like dark when we left, gonna be dark when we get home. But overall, great show. The people at JS were great. You know, we set up right beside them. So everything was awesome. But I don't know what more to say. Now I'm just hoping we make it home with no vehicle trouble. Because these demo builds, they take a beating. Like a lot of people tell me they want a demo build that does like Blazer or this level. And I tell them, no, you don't. Because you're constantly fixing shit. You know, it's like my door. I got door problems on this driver's side and I don't know what to do. So, yeah, it is what it is, guys. That's just part of doing the whole demo thing. You know, I'm thinking I'm pretty much going to have to weld a thicker steel plate on the whole inside of the door and use something better than a rivet nut. Or the rivet nut's actually breaking the steel because it's so thin. But anyway, that's for a whole later different video. People are asking about TDH. I don't know if we're going TDH or not. They're asking about Slam. Maybe. We're going to be at Slam one way or another, pretty much. I just don't know what we're taking. You know, I was talking to my boss at DS18, and he said, there's a possibility, we don't know now, but there's a possibility that we can get Jangalang and maybe the Blazer shipped out there. Or just Jangalang, we don't know yet. So anyway, I'll be back with an update whether we're broke down or we're home. I'll be back. So yeah, we made it home last night. Honestly, everything went good. Both vehicles did good. But it was after 9 o'clock when we got home. And we stopped to grab food before we got home. And I wound up giving a demo in front of a Bojangles. But by the time we got home, it was late. We had to let the dogs out, feed the dogs, feed the fish, feed the cat. And I didn't feel like doing a video outro. So this here, guys, is my video outro.
Have a happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I'm getting ready. It's almost time for me to start my shift, so I'm having to get this done before work. But yeah, you can see both vehicles. They're here. They're home. It's all good. We home. Both vehicles did great, but both vehicles took a little bit of driver's side door damage. So yeah, we got some stuff to do now. We've always got stuff to do, but now we got more stuff to do. But we did jump forward on time, so I might be able to do a little bit of stuff after work now that it'll be like daylight longer and it's warming up. So anyway, guys, peace out. And as always, Jangalang on.